Hello, church family. Today is Thursday, April 2nd, and this is our weekly update. This is Easter week, and so tomorrow we'll celebrate our Good Friday service at 6 o'clock. We'll focus on the arrest, the trials, the crucifixion, death, and burial of Jesus. And then on Sunday morning, we'll celebrate his glorious resurrection. And so I encourage you to join us for those services. Our verse of the month comes from John 15, 1-3. They say, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine dresser. Every branch in me that does not bear fruit, he takes away. And every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes, that it may bear more fruit. Already you are clean because of the word I have spoken to you." These verses teach us that God is so good. He is the vine dresser. Jesus is the vine. We are branches. We are to be bearing fruit as we lovingly depend on Jesus. And we can do this and should do this because he has been so good to us, all that we see so clearly in this Easter week. Well, several birthdays this week. The second today is Sophia Messmer's. She is the daughter of Andy and Lindsay Messmer, our missionaries in Spain. On the 4th is Diana Hampton's and Danny Wright's. On the 5th is Jane Miller's. And on the 8th is Pastor Nate's. On the 2nd, Greg and Sarah Woodsmall celebrate an anniversary along with Vlad and Laura Solano. And then the 8th is Michael and Kylie Osborne's. So happy birthday, happy anniversary to all of you. On Sunday morning during Easter, we will not be having our essentials classes. Instead, we'll be gathering here in the Connection Point for refreshments and a time for us to connect and celebrate together. I encourage you to check out the weekly email or Church Family Facebook page for details, but then you can also sign up to bring some refreshments on those pages as well. Our Ladies' Tea is coming up on Saturday, April 11th. There's information and the RSVP in the weekly email update, also on the bulletin board here at the church. And ladies, you need to RSVP by April 3rd. That's tomorrow. We have a Pizza with Pastors coming up on April 12th. That's for those who are newer in the church, an opportunity to get to know us and for us to get to know them. Resource of the week is this book we've been promoting the last few weeks. It's called The Man on the Middle Cross. This is about Jesus, and it has 3 gospel stories that all point us to Jesus and our need for salvation. We have these available all throughout the church. I encourage you to pick one up and read it, but it's primarily not for you. It's a resource to pass along to somebody else to encourage them with the gospel. So I encourage you to pick one up and utilize that. Well, tomorrow night, we'll gather here at 6 o'clock for our Good Friday service. And we've been focusing over the last few weeks. We've traced the theme of the hour through the Gospel of John. And on Friday, we come to the darkest hour in human history. The sinless Son of God is arrested. He is falsely accused. He's declared innocent by Pilate and yet sentenced to death and crucified. But in the middle of all of this, Jesus is in complete control. He willingly surrenders his freedom, his rights, and his life for us. We'll focus on all of this as we celebrate and focus on the darkest hour on Friday at 6 o'clock. Then on Sunday morning, we will turn from the darkest hour to a new and brighter day as we celebrate the resurrection of Jesus. We're going to work through John chapter 20, verses 1-11, and see that the resurrection of Jesus is a reason for joy, hope, peace, and purpose to everyone who believes. So I encourage you to be inviting your friends, family, co-workers, neighbors. Invite them to both services. Read one of these the little booklets. One of these, give it to them as a little gift and be an encouragement and a gospel, planting some seeds of the gospel in their lives. Well, our verse of the day and for this weekend is 1 Peter 3:18. It says, "For Christ also suffered once for sins, the righteous for the unrighteous, that he might bring us to God, having been put to death in the flesh, but made alive in the Spirit." Well, church family, I hope to see you here tomorrow night for our Good Friday services, and then look forward to celebrating the resurrection with you on Sunday morning. May God bless you and have a great rest of the week.